Is this proof that the Bitcoin bull run has finally started? Is this proof that our next target is the 6,000 resistance? And is this proof that we're potentially headed to the moon? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the savage, heinous action that we are seeing inside the chart right now. Bitcoin has been testing up and over the $5,600 level all throughout the day. But right here, right now, I'd like to discuss the plethora of indicators that may be the proof in the pudding, the peach of the pie, to prove once and for all that the Bitcoin bull market is finally here. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right. So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. We finally got it, ladies and gentlemen. Our golden cross, the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages finally crossing up to the bullish side. More so than that, right now, we have also taken out our two prior highs. This was definitely an area, ladies and gentlemen, where we could have seen a bearish reversal. We had not one, not two, but potentially a third area where we were going to look to find some downward resistance. But the bulls came through, they pushed through the resistance, and now we have flush created a new high. All looking very bullish to me right now. The fact of the matter is here, ladies and gentlemen, is that as this does continue to roll along here, the question is going to become, is this level of 6,000 actually going to just get cut through like a hot knife through butter? Or are we in fact going to see one of the most difficult resistance levels in Bitcoin history? But before we fast forward all the way there, I want to discuss where we currently stand. So as you guys can see right now, what we have here is potentially another tentative rising wedge. Now, I know that you don't want to hear this, ladies and gentlemen, but per classical technical analysis theory, rising wedges are bearish patterns. Most recently, we had one on the 4-hour time frame that did play out. It broke down just a little bit back to our support line, and then we continued our ascent higher. These are just classic patterns. Now, some things to keep on your radar to watch out for here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the one-day time frame, we are back into overbought conditions on the RSI. At the time of recording, we are right now at a 76, clear in the black here. And as we can see, many times that we've tested up into the overbought region, we have seen an immense sell-off to the downside. This is something to keep on your radar, although right now the trend has been very, very generous with maintaining its higher low trajectory, right? We've always constantly now been creating a higher low, which is great. The thing is that it is going to be more increasingly difficult to maintain as time goes on. But for the time being, it is a positive in my opinion. Of course, we have taken out all of our prior highs here, maintaining this region here and climbing higher to test not only our first cluster of resistance of where we are at now and tentatively looking to break it, but we are now headed up towards that $6,000 region. I believe I showed you guys this a few streams ago if you are subscribed here. I was showing how Fundstrat's Tom Lee was showing the Bitcoin misery index and how it's at its highest value since 2016. And although that is a bearish metric, it could be a possible bullish signal. And we have some further quotes here from Tom Lee now saying, quote unquote, it means that a bull run is likely starting, end quote. And if we go and pull up the misery index, I don't have live data from this, so this is still what he posted all the way back on April 12th, I believe. Yes. So what we're looking at right here, ladies and gentlemen, is that at the time that this was posted, this misery index had the highest reading since June 2016. Now, if you notice, when we get into that red area that Mr. Lee was suggesting that we are in right now, what we see is that we've always tended to have a significant dump off after that. But the thing is that with this metric is that it only has shown readings when it's a bull market. There hasn't been any misery readings of this magnitude in a bear market. So what he's saying is, although the metric may indicate that a potential dump is looming, a large dump, this metric has never before shown a reading like this in a bear market. Does that mean that it has to be a bull market now? No. But what he's showing is that all throughout history, this metric has only shown a reading when we were in fact in a bull market, and you can see that from this metric here. Now, this also coincides here with the crypto fear and greed index. We are still in greedy territory, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know, if you are subscribed here, I show this time and time again, that we have been in the greedy territory now for quite some time. And the fear and greed index, they use a variety of data sources here, ladies and gentlemen. Volatility, market momentum and volume, social media, surveys, dominance, trends, etc. So I like this as well, also in conjunction with this misery index here. And for me right now, although we are traveling to the upside, I still believe if Bitcoin is going to dump, say hypothetically that we dump out of this potential rising wedge, I truly am under the impression, ladies and gentlemen, that as long as Bitcoin holds, let's actually use a rectangle, as long as Bitcoin holds anywhere in this vicinity, I'm going to make this pink so that we could see it better here. If Bitcoin can dump down into this region, ladies and gentlemen, and hold anywhere within here, consolidate and begin its ascent once again, there is a large probability, in my opinion, that the bull run has in fact actually started. If we go over to the weekly and monthly, guys, I want to look at this. This is the BLX, so it hasn't accounted for today's moves yet. Let's actually see the Bitstamp chart. I haven't looked at this one in a while, but we'll use it as their data is up to date. All right, so if we have our logarithmic here on, what we can see, guys, is that we are clearly coming up upon our key levels right now. We're still looking to have the resistance from this 50-week, but as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking to just take out this 50-week moving average here as well. Bullish. We still have our 100-week up here, but you know, ladies and gentlemen, we've held on to that 200. It bounced. It was used as support. If it's taking out that 50 right now, I don't see any reason why the 100 would be of sheer significance. What's more significant to me is that it's going to be this whole region here that's going to be potentially very, very difficult for Bitcoin. But as I was just stating, as long as we continue to create higher lows and maintain a support level anywhere in this region, I believe that a healthy pullback would still be macro bullish. As we're seeing here from the Bitcoin misery index, this has happened over and over again throughout Bitcoin's history, and it's led to a continuation of the bull rally, right? You could see it all in the middle throughout these circled times. So even though the dumps occurred, they always were in the midst of an ongoing bullish run that sustained and maintained for quite some time. Very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, as right now we had our golden cross on the daily. I mean, this is a pure classical technical analysis piece of bullish sentiment here, albeit it's just a small cross. And if we do go back in time, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, again, this is not what the Moon Boys are going to want to see right now, but there was a time here in Bitcoin's history, ladies and gentlemen, where we got the cross, right? We got it here, and then we went up and we just dumped off into oblivion, right? That's soul crushing for many, right, guys? That we get the cross, we moon a little bit, 30% to the upside, and then we drop from the top all the way down another 40%. That is some soul crushing action. So the thing is that you still have to understand that right now we are going to likely be in for one of the most volatile periods that we've seen over the past year and a half. We haven't had severe volatility, truthfully, in a very long time. The last time that we were getting it was all the way back here, and then we kind of flatlined. Then we had it again with this drop off. Immense trading potential there. And really, for the past several months, this has been more of a potential accumulation zone for those looking to take on incredibly risky accumulation at this level. And right now, I believe we're finally entering back into the trading territory. This is finally getting to be an area where there's going to be massive volatility. If we go up to the 6K region, ladies and gentlemen, I am truly, just in my opinion, my own speculation, is that we're going to need to get rejected at least once. If this just goes right through, I wouldn't even know what to say, as that would be so uncharacteristic of how markets generally would respect a resistance level created by such a long, drawn-out period of support here on a macro level. I mean, can it happen? Absolutely. The thing is that it would definitely be uncharacteristic. So from that perspective, as someone looking at this unemotionally, unbiased, with a respect for the charts and classical technical analysis theory, I am under the impression that we are probably going to reach a rejection point here soon, which people may be calling, oh, the golden cross, it's a fake out, we're going down, Kirby, oh! I believe that there is a large potential for a rejection here at some point, but the key takeaway is that it's probably going to be very healthy, especially if this whole area becomes support, especially if this top area here becomes support. And what I mean by this area is this new consolidation zone that we're building right now, which does have the potential to play out as a bull flag if we rise up like this, flag around, and make our pull to the upside to test that 6K region. If we are to flag pull up, reject, if we reject and this area holds, ladies and gentlemen, and we do not just bark down into the crypto abyss, I believe that right here, right now, it could in fact be time to get those grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo ho ho. Either way, right now, I believe that there is a massive potential here for a lot of volatility, more than what we've seen really in the past year, ladies and gentlemen. Our most volatile period here in the past year, I mean, at least in the past 6 months to 8 months at that, has truthfully just been this capitulation from 6,000 down. And then all throughout here, it was nice, but then we've kind of gone into this weird stagnating period for the last few months. We've floated along to the upside here, still trading under our resistance. So it was very hard to be bullish under there, right? A matter of fact, it was very risky, very just, I guess that's the best way to put it. It was just very risky trading with a bullish bias underneath that bearish structure. But now that we've broken out, we've been consolidating, we've now got our golden cross on the moving averages. We are coming up on what appears to be the largest resistance in Bitcoin history. There is a lot going right now to bring retail traders, FOMO, James at the water cooler, everybody back into this market. I believe that right here, right now, we are going to be in for some of the best trading conditions of the past year, mark my words. And as a full-time trader, ladies and gentlemen, I will be keeping you up to date in real time with every single trade I make. Every entry, every exit, every target, every take profit. I post it exclusively for you in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs. Do not be taking that trip to Wrecked City, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be walking down Liquidation Boulevard with Poopcoin Patrick and Moonboy Montgomery. It's time to crush this market. It's time to get this crypto. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you all in VIP right now. Another interesting metric I want to look at here, guys, is the Bitcoin dominance. Now, as we all know, let's actually look at the altcoins real quick. So the altcoins are, generally they have been doing well. Today, of course, we're seeing a little bit of red, but overall, this altcoin market has been very healthy. Let's actually see if we switch it to Bitcoin. Yeah, of course, if we switch this to Bitcoin, you guys can see it looks even worse than it actually is, because the point is that Bitcoin rose, so the altcoin value went down. But in terms of USD, the altcoin market has still been very healthy. Now, the interesting thing here is that Bitcoin dominance is at a 53.8. And if we actually click into this metric right now, we can clearly see that we've been on an uptick over the course of the past month or so, right? At the beginning of April, we were at a 50, and now we are up over 53, looking to test 54. What this indicates to me right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that one, this is very healthy for the market overall, in my opinion. The more Bitcoin dominance there is, the more leveraged and margin trading that's generally happening, which is good for the price. There's a lot of leverage and margin traders, ladies and gentlemen, and when we're seeing the Bitcoin levels rise like this, it's indicative to me that there's going to be a lot of margin trading going on, which is great for the volatility of Bitcoin, right? When we see that this metric is going lower, what we generally tend to see is more of that Bitcoin being dispersed into spot altcoins, right? And the spot altcoins have nothing to do with the price of Bitcoin, because in order to trade Bitcoin with leverage and margin, of course, you need spot Bitcoin, not spot altcoins, right? So the thing is that this metric to me right now is indicating that people are seeing that what's juicy again is Bitcoin. Good old BTC. The Don Corleone of the Bitcoin market, good old BTC. And for me right now, this is indicative that that volatility that I was talking about is about to come in. We're coming up on the difficult area, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to just cut through it like a hot knife through butter? Or are we going to get one of these super candles for a crash down into the crypto abyss, flush out the moon boys, and then consolidate for a healthy trend, right? If we wind up seeing, say, the 200 like this, the 50 like this, right? And we go up here, test, and crash and hold a level like this, ladies and gentlemen, right? Say this was our moving average and we hold. To me, that is so incredibly bullish, right? We almost want to see the crash happen sooner rather than later, because if this just continues to go, it's going to be very difficult to justify, in my opinion, when is the time that this is going to pull back, right? Rather than if we just stop out at a level we would like to see it stop out at, it could help us all position ourselves on whichever side of the trade we are looking to take to get our best entry, best potential profitability, and crush this market. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I will be trading this very aggressively right now. I'm going to be posting all my trades, positions, entries, exits, take profits exclusively for you in VIP right now. So I will see you in VIP right now. Let's see, what else did I want to touch on here? Let's look at we'll go back to Bitstamp real quick here, guys, and we'll go over to the monthly chart. I believe that's the only one that I did not touch upon yet. And I wanted to look at this before we wrapped it up here. Clearly, guys, we could see that this is a very bullish engulfing candle here on the monthly time frame, and we haven't really had one of those in a very long time in concern of being green. The last time we had one were obviously right here, which was a bearish, and again right here, which was bearish. In terms of a bullish engulfing monthly candle, it's not too often that you see one of these, ladies and gentlemen. And really, the last time we saw a huge one was all the way back in June 2017, which we all know what happened from there. We actually wound up ripping up nearly over 1,000% to the upside. So I'm looking at this monthly candle as large potential as well. I do see what appears, in my opinion, to be the start of what could be a potential bull run here. I'm seeing the fire is beginning to kindle. I don't want to say that I have definitive proof, because obviously I don't. This is only my own speculation and my own opinions on the market. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. I am not your financial advisor. But from what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, this is an awfully good start. And as you guys know, if you are subscribed here, it doesn't matter if the bull run has started. It doesn't matter if this is still going to be a continuation of the bear market. All that matters is that you're playing this market smart. You're doing your due diligence. You're looking for high probability, low risk trades, and you're crushing this market and getting this crypto. It's all about being smart, ladies and gentlemen. The risk reward ratios, looking for the proper setups, looking at this as a realist. It doesn't matter if the bottom was in. It doesn't matter if the top is in. All that matters is that you're able to identify the swings in this market, the potential stall out and rejection points, the potential support ranges, all of the other indicators, and then of course your high reward, low risk setups to crush it and get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be keeping you all up to date in VIP right now. I need to get back to the VIP right now because what we're seeing here is heinous. We've seen some absolutely extreme movements already on the intraday time frame, and if we are to get another move right now, I do not want to miss it. I need to be here with my head in the game, ready to strike like a cobra out of the grass when opportunity does in fact present itself. And of course, I will be posting all of my trades, entries, setups, plans, etc. for you in real time in VIP. So I will see you all in VIP right now. If you could one last time, ladies and gentlemen, moon the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I will see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to my VIPs. I will see you all in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curves.